What up guys, Joachim here, and this video will kind of continue in a series of videos that I had previously done on the Gospel of John. I did not do it on this channel, but I have attached the playlist from my other channel to this. I've kind of separated out my channel. I was doing stuff related to Greek, the study of Greek related to the Bible, and then I decided to make a specific language learning channel that was not necessarily dedicated to the Bible, but just dedicated to Greek more widely. But this series obviously will be centered also on Scripture, on the Bible. Maybe not just the Bible, but this particular series will be going through the gospel or the letters of John, 1st, 2nd, and John. But then also I'll probably move on at some point to the Greek Orthodox liturgy, which is the same liturgy as the Russian Orthodox, Serbian Orthodox, the whole liturgy of the Orthodox Church. It's just in Greek in that case. So Greek has traditionally been a very important language for Christianity because it was the language that was of the Roman Empire, and it's the language that the apostles wrote the Gospels and the letters to the churches in. And so even for people who were not even remotely associated with being ethnically Greek, people like me, then they also spoke Greek. John Chrysostom, whose liturgy, the Greek Orthodox Church, the Orthodox Church in Greece was under the Patriarch of Greece. He was not a native Greek person. He was Syriac. He spoke Aramaic, but he's also spoke as his predominant language Greek. So, and has typically just been a very important language. Most of all of our major councils and everything from early Christianity was entirely in Greek. So it's a good thing for Christians definitely to learn. So with this, I will be following the same format that I previously did, but unlike the Gospel of John, where I went through the prologue, and again, that is saved in the playlist for this channel. If you don't feel like you can maybe you've learned a little bit how to read the Greek alphabet, and you've learned some at least modern Greek, then you probably, but you haven't really learned to read extensively yet, then my gospel series is probably a good one to begin with. I go through the first just 10 verses, and it's a verse-by-verse breakdown, which is the same format I'll be doing in this video series, except with this video series, I will be going multiple verses at a time. So the only difference is the amount of information that you're going to be digesting. This video series assumes that you're able, at this point, to digest a little bit more information per video, in this series. So that's going to be it. But other than that, we will follow the same format. Previously, I had a native Greek speaker. I didn't have them. It's already on YouTube. But I found a native Greek speaker reading from this, so we'll follow that same format. We'll listen to that. Then I'll go through verse by verse in a section of the letters of John, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John. And then we will go back and listen again at the end to the native speaker read the passage. And that will be it. It's good to review these things. And I'm going to move on to that. So this is the first 47, 48, 49 seconds of this video that we will be learning from.
Ο ειν απαρχής, ο ακικόαμεν, ο εωράκαμεν, της οφθαλμής ημών, ο εθεασάμεθα, και εχείρες ημών εψηλάφισαν περί του λόγου της ζωής, και η ζωή εφανερώθη, και εωράκαμεν, και μαρτυρούμεν, και απαγγέλωμεν ημίν την ζωήν την αιώνιον, ή τη σύν προς τον Πατέρα, και εφανερώθη ημίν. Ο εωράκαμεν και ακικόαμεν, απαγγέλωμεν ημίν, εινά και εμείς κοινωνίαν έχετε μεθ ημών. Και η κοινωνία δε η μετέρα, μετά του Πατρός και μετά του Υιού αυτού Ιησού Χριστού. Και ταύτα γράφομεν ημίν, εινά η χαρά ημών ή πεπληρωμένη.
All right, and then that's as far as we will go in the section. So I'm going to go to the sections, and we will do a verse-by-verse comparison, or section-by-section, phrase-by-phrase, I guess, would be the best way to say that. So we see in beginning at verse 1, it says, which was from the beginning. O in aparchis. Which was from the beginning. O in aparchis. Which was from the beginning. O in aparchis. Which we have heard. O akikomen, which we have heard. O akikomen, which we have heard. o akikomen, which we have seen with our eyes, o eorakomen tis aphthalmis imon, which we have seen with our eyes, o eorakomen tis ophthalmis imon, which we have seen with our eyes, o eorakomen tis aphthalmis imon, which we were spectators of, etheasametha, which we were spectators of, o etheasametha, and our hands handled, ke ehires imon epsilaphisan, ke ehires imon epsilaphisan, and our hands handled, ke ehires imon epsilaphisan, and our hands handled, ke ehires imon epsilaphisan, concerning the word of life, peri tu logo tis zois, concerning the word of life, peri tu logo tis zois, concerning the word of life, peri tu logo tis zois. Let's go back and go through that more widely. Which from the beginning, which we have heard, which we have seen with our eyes, o in aparchis, o akikomen, o eorakomen, tis aphthalmis imon, which we were spectators of, and our hands handled concerning the word of life, o ethasametha ke ehires imon epsilaphisan peri tu logo tis zois. Right? We will review that one. We will review this whole section again, everything again, but I'm moving on to verse 2. And the life was made manifest, ke izoi ephanerothi, and the life was made manifest, ke izoi ephanerothi, and the life was made manifest, ke izoi ephanerothi, and we have seen, ke eorakomen, and we have seen, ke eorakomen, and bear witness, ke martyromen, and bear witness, ke martyromen, and bear witness, ke martyrumen, and announce to you, ke kantangielomen imin, and announce to you, ke kantangielomen imin, and announce to you, ke katayelomen imin, the life eternal, tizoin tin eonion, the life eternal, tinzoin ti eonion, the life eternal, tinzoin tin eonion, which was from the Father, itis in proston patera, which was from the Father, itis in proston patera, which was from the Father, itis in proston patera, and was made manifest to us, ke ephanerothi imin, and was made manifest to us, ke ephanerothi imin, and was made manifest to us, ke ephanerothi imin. So let's review these sections as well. And the life, I'm up here at beginning of verse 2, right there. And the life was made manifest, ke izoi ephanerothi, and the life was made manifest, ke izoi ephanerothi, and we have seen and bear witness, over here, and have seen and bear witness, ke eorakomen, ke martyrumen, and have seen and bear witness, ke eorakomen, ke martyrumen, and announce to you the life eternal, ke kantangielomen imin tinzoin teonion, and announce to you the life eternal, ke kantangielomen imin tinzoin tineonion, and announce to you the life eternal. Ke katayelomen imin tinzoin tin eonion. Which, I'm not sure what I just did. Which was from the Father and was made manifest to us. Itis in pros ton patera ke ephanerothi imin. Which was with the Father and was made manifest to us. Itis in pros ton patera ke ephanerothi imin. Which was from the Father and was made manifest to us. Itis in pros ton patera ke ephanerothi imin. All right. Moving on to verse 3. Which we have seen, o eorakomen. We've been through that one a couple times, so I'm going to move on through this section a little quicker. And have heard, ke akikoamen. We've also heard that. So, which we have seen and have heard, o eorakomen ke akikoamen. Which we have seen and have heard, o eorakomen ke akikoamen. We report to you that also, we report to you, apangelomen imin, we report to you, apangelomen imin, that also you fellowship should have with us, inna ke imis kinonian echite, meth imon, that also you, inna ke imis, that also you, inna ke imis, kinonian echite, fellowship should have, you should have, to possess, kinonian, fellowship should have, kinonian echite, methimon, with us, and the fellowship indeed, the one of ours is with the Father. And the fellowship indeed, ke I kinonia de, and the fellowship indeed, the one, imetera meta tu patros, the one of ours is with the Father. Imetera meta tu patros, the one of ours is with the Father. Imitera meta tu patros, and with the Son, Jesus Christ. Ke meta tu iu aftu Isu Christu, and with his Son, Jesus Christ. Ke meta tu iu aftu Isu Christu, and with his Son, Jesus Christ. Ke meta tu iu aftu Isu Christu. All right, we'll go through that whole section again. Which we have seen and have heard, we report to you. I am up here, starting towards the beginning of verse 3. O eorakomen ke akikomen apangelomen imin inna ke imis. Oh, I went too far. And which we have seen and have heard, we report to you. O eorakomen ke akikomen apangelomen imin. Which we have seen and have heard, we report to you. O eorakomen ke akikomen apangelomen imin. That also you fellowship should have with us, and the fellowship indeed, the one of ours, is with the Father. That's a long section. Let's try to get through it. I'm back here. That also you fellowship should have. Inna ke mis kinonian echite meth imon ke I kinonia de I imetera meta tu patros. That also you fellowship should have with us, and the fellowship indeed, the one of ours, is with the Father. Inna ke imis kinonian echite methimon ke I kinonia de I imetera meta tu patros. I'm going to go through that one more time. That also you fellowship should have with us, and the fellowship indeed, the one of ours, our fellowship, is with the Father. είναι και εμείς κοινωνίαν έχετε με θυμόν και η κοινωνία δε ή η μετέρα μετά του πατρός, and with his son Jesus Christ, και μετά του Υιού αυτού Ιησού Χριστού, and with his son Jesus Christ, και μετά του Υιού αυτού Ιησού Χριστού. It's αυτού. I keep saying αυτού Ιησού Χριστού. The ending should match in that section. All right, we're going to do this last verse, and then we will do a brief review and listen to our native speaker go through it again and see if we remember any of the meaning. So usually it's ideal to do this and then review the next day. So the next day, I will review this section. So usually it's probably good to, if you want to listen to these videos and go through it that way, you can. These materials are on the internet. You can go find them. They're free. So verse 4. And these things we write to you, και ταύτα γράφομεν ημίν, and these things we write to you, και ταύτα γράφομεν ημίν, and these things we write to you, και ταύτα γράφομεν ημίν, that our joy be full. Inna η χαρά ημών η πεπληρώμενη, that our joy is being full. Inna χαρά ημών η πεπληρώμενη. Sorry, I put the accent in the wrong place. As you see, the accent should be on the very end of the word right there. So it should be pronounced πεπληρωμένη. That our joy is being full. Inna η χαρά ημών η πεπληρωμένη. All right, verse 4. Beginning back at the και ταύτα γράφομεν ημίν, inna η χαρά ημών η πεπληρωμένη. And these things we write to you, that our joy is being full. Και ταύτα γράφομεν ημίν, inna η χαρά ημών η πεπληρωμένη. And these things we write to you, that our joy is being full, η πεπληρωμένη. Και ταύτα γράφομεν ημίν, inna η χαρά ημών η πεπληρωμένη. All right, let's go up to the very first verse and review that again. Which from the beginning, which we have heard, which we have seen with our eyes, which we are spectators of, and our hands have handled concerning the word of life. O in aparchis, o akikoamen, o eorakomen, tis ophthalmis imon, o etheasametha. I'm over here, sorry about that. I'm over at και εχείρες ημών εψηλάφισαν περί του λόγου της ζωής, handled concerning the word of life, εψηλάφισαν περί του λόγου της ζωής. Verse 2. Και η ζωή εφανερώθη, and the life was made manifest, and we have seen, and bear witness, and announce to you the life eternal which is with the Father, and was made manifest to us. Και η ζωή εφανερώθη, και εωράκομεν, και μαρτυρούμεν, και καταγγέλλομεν ημίν την ζωήν της αιώνιον, ήτες ειν προς του Πατέρα, και εφανερώθη ημίν. Was made manifest to us. Εφανερώθη ημίν. Verse 3. Which we have seen and have heard, we report to you. Εωράκομεν και ακηκόμεν, απαγγέλλομεν ημίν. Which we have seen and have heard, we report to you. O εωράκομεν και ακηκόμεν, απαγγέλλομεν ημίν, inna και εμείς, that also you fellowship should have with us. Και εμείς κοινωνίαν έχετε μεθ ημών, they also you fellowship should have with us, είναι και εμείς κοινωνίαν έχετε μεθ ημών, and the fellowship, indeed, the one of ours, is with the Father and with his Son, Jesus Christ. Και η κοινωνία δε η μετέρα μετά του Πατρός και μετά του Υιού αυτού Ιησού Χριστού. One more time, that section beginning up here in the top left with και and the fellowship indeed, the one of ours, is with the Father and with his Son, Jesus Christ. Και η κοινωνία δε η μετέρα μετά του Πατρός και μετά του Υιού αυτού Ιησού Χριστού. And lastly, we'll review verse 4 again. And these things we write to you that our joy is being full. Και ταύτα γράφομεν ημίν είναι η χαρά ημών η πεπληρωμένη. And these things we write to you that our joy is being full. Και ταύτα γράφομεν ημίν είναι η χαρά ημών η πεπληρωμένη. All right, I am going to go back and we will listen to our guy here do this in native. He's a native speaker doing this in Greek.
Ο ειν απαρχής, ο ακικόαμεν, ο εωράκαμεν, της οφθαλμής ημών, ο εθεασάμεθα, και οι χείλες ημών εψηλάφισαν περί του λόγου της ζωής, και η ζωή εφανερώθη, και εωράκαμεν, και μαρτυρούμεν, και απαγγέλλομεν ημίν την ζωήν την αιώνιον, ή τη σύν προς τον Πατέρα, και εφανερώθη ημίν. Ο εωράκαμεν και ακικόαμεν, απαγγέλλομεν ημίν, ειναι και εμείς κοινωνίαν έχετε μεθ ημών. Και η κοινωνία δε η μετέρα, μετά του Πατρός και μετά του Υιού αυτού Ιησού Χριστού. Και ταύτα γράφομεν ημίν, ειναι η χαρά ημών ή πεπληρωμένη.
All right, let's listen to that one more time and then I will conclude the video for today.
Ο ειν απαρχής, ο ακικόαμεν, ο εωράκαμεν, της οφθαλμής ημών, ο εθεασάμεθα, και οι χείλες ημών εψηλάφισαν περί του λόγου της ζωής, και η ζωή εφανερώθη, και εωράκαμεν, και μαρτυρούμεν, και απαγγέλλομεν ημίν την ζωήν την αιώνιον, ή τη σύν προς τον Πατέρα, και εφανερώθη ημίν. Ο εωράκαμεν και ακικόαμεν, απαγγέλλομεν ημίν, ειναι και εμείς κοινωνίαν έχετε μεθ ημών. Και η κοινωνία δε η μετέρα, μετά του Πατρός και μετά του Υιού αυτού Ιησού Χριστού. Και ταύτα γράφομεν ημίν, ειναι η χαρά ημών ή πεπληρωμένη.
Πεπληρωμένη. All right, you guys take it easy. Until γεια σας, and I will talk to you in another video coming very soon as we continue in this and other series.